I mean, it's kind of crazy because there's lots of things that were also mine, and lots of things where there's groups that were doing mining that were working for me. Like, for instance, this house right here. It's a very nice little house, and I believe some Chinese emperor had been using it and had actually used it for a mine for many years, and eventually built this building, which is very beautiful, in remembrance or commemoration or honoring my existence and all the great things that had become because of my mines and stuff like that. And there should be a deep mine in there somewhere else where they were mining the material and stuff out of there and stuff like that. I had lots of mines and mining. I love to mine. Like I had mines all over the world, and eventually people would go and work there, and then eventually live there. I mean, lots of people would come in to inhabit my mining camps and my things, and basically would eventually build beautiful buildings and stuff like that. Anyway, I love to mine, so and love to build and stuff like that. So then they would build things in my honor or my memory. So anyway, Lucifer Star. Even if they didn't know I was their epic creator and leader that had funded them and even helped them have steam engines and steam stuff and stuff like that. People would go and live inside that monastery. They called it a monastery, but it was really a mine, whatever. Somebody would live there, and anyway, whatever. And built that beautiful building. I guess in my honor or someone's honor. So anyway, lots of people would come to wonder who built these mines, who built these mine shafts, who invented all these things. I mean, other than the Germans, the German scientists, which were going everywhere. Yes, well, what you have here is granite. Most people wouldn't know of my existence or how any of the science had become. Like I said, my people were so, unless you actually knew the system or knew how the people were communicating with me and having everything done throughout the world and space and time, like you would you would never know that person right there, worked for me, LS, or that person was doing things for me, LS, or something like that. Anyway, so anyway, and that was basically Richard Nixon's and JFK's and the people in the White House's problem. They didn't know who worked for me and who didn't. They didn't know which nation worked for me and who didn't. They didn't know anything. They didn't even know how the government worked, or the military, or anything. And so all they knew is that they were living in LS's house and had killed whoever had lived there before. And were running up quite a tab. Anyway, yeah. So, anyway, and then they tried to do the whole elected leader government thing, saying, trying to get some legitimacy to living inside my house. It's like, no, that's Lucifer Star's house. What are you doing living inside the creator's house, Lucifer Star? When he's not here on Earth, he lives there. That's his house. The Washington, D.C. building was my building. I used to use it as a school and a motor shop, or electric motor place. They also did washing machines and some steam engines and some other stuff. So, what are you doing in my house? Anyway, and running up quite an expense tab and giving out my clothes to your girlfriends. Anyway, eventually I would start the Kings or whatever. It's like, well, since you're already doing it, I might as well have clothes for all the leaders or something, I thought. Anyway, or something like that. It got kind of weird. I was like, well, fine. We'll just turn this into something. And they got some mediocre legitimacy, but not very much. Which has kind of led to them trying to kill me harder. So anyway, yeah. But anyway, I don't really care. It's just like, it's basically what happened over the White House and Lucifer Star's White House and everything else like that, and how it eventually led to them trying to kill me in space, and before they were even created back in time, because they knew how to do time travel, but they didn't know how to realize other things. And yeah, running at me with rocks in their hands, or running at my life forms, my exoskeleton creatures, going, whatever, in their white shirts or whatever. I don't really know. Anyway, whatever. Strange. Just really strange. Anyway, where later on they were like, we did not. And it's like, yeah, well, everything that my life forms see, I see and record. So, yeah. So, yes, you did. And it became this big thing a long time ago. And because I was connected to my life forms directly back in the past. Now I'm not connected, but I used to be. So whatever they saw, whatever they knew, I knew. So, anyway, now I'm just a person. So, anyway, yeah. So anyway, and they were doing this and doing that. I mean, there were all kinds of craziness that happened in the past. And basically, the people of Earth and all kinds of other planets were like, what the is going on? And it's like, well, I'm having an existence battle. Be right with you. Yeah. So basically, I was in an existence battle with JFK and Jimmy Carter and the people that had taken over my White House. Were seeking me out to kill me. So, and it became very serious. So anyway, where basically the White House is, the American government has gone cuckoo crazy, and basically been trying to kill LS for a long time, which just kind of added to my legacy of what was me. So. Anyway, it's just a longer story, basically, and kind of gave me some epic people to stomp out and crush. I'd never been in a war before, but I found myself in one. So, an epic existence war, which is kind of interesting because they couldn't really do that. And and they contacted artificial intelligence. They actually even created a computer to try and kill me, and the computer basically told them, "You can't really do that," because like he created stars and stuff like that, and then he did this and he did that and did that, and then he created you or your genetic line, and then he created all this other stuff, and then you created a computer to go back and kill me. So not really possible. So anyway, yeah, and they kept hitting that existence thing. So anyway, otherwise I'd be dead or gone or I feel sorry for anyone else in existence. Like, well, yeah, I lived because they couldn't really do that. Without, it's like you can't go from here to here and create yourself. That just doesn't really work because you wouldn't be in existence to. So yeah. I don't know. They had a paradox problem. So anyway, yeah. So I was like la 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 la. Oh wait, or something. I don't really know. You have to ask a physics professor. I mean, even the Germans were like, well, yeah, yeah. So that's what they're trying to do. So anyway, but nobody knew until I told everyone, and then it's like, oh, okay, or they figured it out on their own. So anyway, yeah. Because I also named America, and you can't really use America to attack Lucifer Star from America, because, well, anyway, yeah. So, or Brian, because Brian named America. So, yeah. Like, you can't go back and kill Brian either, because as soon as he's Brian, because he names America. Brian names America. So, and Lucifer Star named America. We both named America. I named America when I left, and Brian named America when he was here. So, yeah, no matter what. You can't use time travel to go kill either one of us because we both named America. So I named America before I went in a spaceship, the LSF-A. And then when I came back with Brian, I named America, and people knew that I named America. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, and I was a child. So. Anyway, yeah, like I say, I'm not really a time paradox expert, so that's pretty much what was going on, And meanwhile, they're like, LS, cufflinks, LS suit, I look good, and LS cars, and it's like, what are these people driving around my stuff? Anyway, yeah, Anyway, yeah, we've been at this for a while now. Probably about 400 years. Where they're trying to basically kill Brian. Or kill LS or something. So it's been this long existence war. And basically it's kind of like just crazy because time paradox, all that stuff. And I don't really care, but they're still at it. No, he doesn't exist. Yes, he does. Yes, I do. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, oh well. What can you do? Eventually they go to other planets and do all this other crazy stuff because they can't do anything with me on Earth, so they try, I don't know. Anyway, go figure. Anyway, Richard Nixon, JFK, all those people would know about all this eventually because they're living in my house. Like, what are you doing in my house, dude? It's Lucifer Star's house. Lucifer White Star's house. Like the Titanic. The house. Same as the White Fort Knox, which they painted black for a little bit. But now it's white again because it's supposed to be white. Anyway, yeah, it's all my gold. And stuff like that. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So lots of craziness. Anyway, shrug. I don't know. So anyway, I know nobody will probably even see these videos. So I don't know why anybody would even pay attention. It's like whatever. But that's what was going on the last couple 100,000 million years or whatever. That's why America wanted me dead. Anyway, so yeah, they're trying to stomp me out.